Welcome to ISE 2023 in beautiful Barcelona, Spain. This is Rich Fregosa, Uncle Richie for AVNation.tv. I'm here fortunately covering the show. I was fortunate enough to be here over the summer, and we're enjoying the winter now in Barcelona. I'm actually in the studio with Colin Farquhar, who is the Senior Vice President of Sales for VITEC. Right?
Yep, that's correct, Rich. Thanks very much for
Well, it's good to have you in the studio. So, interesting thing, we were talking right before we started recording. 22 was your first show here.
Yes.
So you had the opportunity to be here during the summer.
We did, yes, and it was fantastic in the summer. I have to say I made a mistake. I actually packed the same kind of clothes that I packed last year for the summer for the winter, forgetting it'd be a little bit colder.
Just a little bit colder. In 22, our concern always was going to be what was the show going to be like coming back. And I think we all were pleasantly surprised by seeing the direction that we were moving in. It's 23. We're back on schedule. The show is back itself. We're recording on day 3 of the show. I know the traffic that I've seen when I've been on the show floor has been incredible. Tell me some of your impressions of the show.
Yeah, as you say, last year was great. It began to indicate that the industry was coming back and things are moving back towards a more normal situation. I still wasn't sure how January would be, so I wouldn't say concerned, but really not sure what to expect. And I've really been impressed by both the facility. I really love the Fira in Barcelona. It's a great place to come to. But the show's been incredible. The footfall has been really high. I'm really intrigued to find out the numbers. I'm looking forward to finding out end of the week, how many folk have been at the show. But I'm sure it will be, pretty high. Certainly, we're seeing all of our key partners here, key reseller integrators, and they're certainly making the effort to come down, find out what we're doing, but what the industry is doing generally. So yeah, very, very positive, I think.
Well, you mentioned a little thing about being in touch back with your key partners and getting the chance to see everybody. I've been asking a question that's been kind of on my mind getting together because we were so detached for so long. Everything was either over a Zoom call, and this is obviously a technology show, but sometimes we forget that we're still, these companies are made up of people who come from vast experiences, and I don't know if we necessarily plan on being in the AV industry. We sometimes find our way in there. How did you find your way to VITEC?
To VITEC, so oh my goodness, I was a software engineer originally, developing in the semiconductor industry. I got from that, moved into more of a pre-sales role, so I was providing technical support for guys who were developing ASICs, and that was all great, but a lot of changes happened. I ended up working back in Edinburgh, having spent a few years down in London, and worked for a company, a really good time, but of course the dot-com bubble burst, and I lost my job at that point, and decided I would set up my own business, and I set up a company called Dexterity back in 2001. So I set that up. We were going to be a networking company looking at audiovisual technologies, and myself and a couple of friends who had been colleagues set that up, but we ran it for 20 years, went really well, and last year, 2 years ago actually, VITEC bought us, acquired us, and so I'm here at the end of a sort of 20+ year journey in the industry, from software development all the way through getting involved in this space, and really an exciting one to be part of.
Well, it sounds like a great partnership and is working together, and the beauty of being able to be on both sides of it, from the development side. So this is a tech show that we are here, and you've got product. There's quite a bit of announcements that you've made for 23. Let's talk a little bit about what we're here seeing on the show floor for 23, but also what your partners and your resellers can expect to see.
So, at the show, we've demonstrated a complete end-to-end solution for IPTV distribution and digital signage. Here at the show, we've been announcing a lot of enhancements to our IPTV, our signage system. We've been adding and enhancing management features, particularly where we are supporting clients who have very large deployments. We have customers who have thousands of endpoints within their facilities, and that gets to be quite a complex management task for them. And they've been asking us to add and enhance our capabilities here. So we've added some layout capability that allows us to represent their facilities and show where devices are located and to indicate status. That's been an important addition. We've been adding some more macro capability to allow us to automate workflows for them, again, making that process of managing these large-scale systems much easier. So those have been sort of key areas of of investment over the past while and developments that we're showing here at the show. We've also introduced a new RF gateway.
Right.
We've been known as being one of the prime providers of broadcast television through to IP distribution, and that continues here with our 5th generation G45 product. So a really exciting set of things that we have that we're showing, displaying, on the stand here at ISE.
Well, fantastic. So, again, the name is known, Exterior, the lineage and the pedigree and everything through is just now pushing into new directions. And, as we are moving forward with IPTV technology, obviously you're right in the middle of it.
Absolutely.
So if, like I said, we're at day 3, if we unfortunately can't get somebody to visit you at the booth, how can they find out more about VITEC?
So the best thing to do is to contact us through our website, www.vitec.com.
Well, you make it easy at that point for us. Well, if you want to find out more about VITEC, you can find information on their website. If you want to find out more information about our coverage of ISE 2023 here in Barcelona, you can find it on our webpage, which is AVNation.tv. This is Rich Fregosa, Uncle Richie, for AVNation.tv.